Now today the Nio stock is trading around 42 US dollars, bringing a lot of excitement. I mean, it's so amazing the kind of response you guys are sending me. I mean, this is the stock that we've talked a lot about on this channel, and I've been encouraging you to go and have a look into this stock. Still trading in the 30s. Well, I don't know in the short term how the stock price is looking at, but it is looking so promising. It looks like the bear market might be finally over for this stock, and so many analysts or so many investors are anticipating that this stock is set to trade at higher prices. In fact, so many of the big financial institutions are reiterating their price target on this Nio stock. Some are covering this stock for the very first time, which is something that is incredible, because this just means that it looks like more financial or more big financial institutions are starting to see the value that lies within this Nio stock, which is something that has to motivate you to stay long onto this Nio stock. I'm very excited to see that this stock has finally broke, or it's now comfortably trading over 40 US dollars, which is something that I think that it should also excite you. Otherwise, you remember that this is a stock that surrounds itself, or that continues to surround itself with some strong, heavy fundamentals, which is why I don't get surprised, or I'm not surprised to see that even the financial institutions or the big financial institutions are reiterating their price target on this stock, because they can see the serious potentials that lies within this stock, which is why they are increasing their price target. Otherwise, without going any further, today's video, guys, we'll be looking at the latest development, and some of the developments we'll be looking at are the ones that are making the Nio share price to rise. So please do watch this video until the end, because I definitely think that this latest development that I have regarding the Nio stock will definitely motivate you to add more holdings onto the Nio stock. And of course, this is to those that were hesitant when this stock was trading in the 30s. And you'll remember that in the 30s, it's a place where I was telling you that it is a very good, attractive price for this Nio stock. But I guess you are not too late for the Nio stock, because this is a stock which is just set to do great things. I mean, you remember that companies or big financial institutions like Goldman Sachs reiterated their price target on the Nio stock to around 56 US dollars, which is something that must show you that this is where we can expect to see, or this is where we ought to expect Nio to be trading at, looking at the strong fundamentals that they have and the future prospects. Otherwise, if you like the content that I have in store for you on today's video, please don't forget to hit that likes button and comment and subscribe. And that is, of course, if you've not subscribed to the channel already, so that you don't miss the good content and the latest developments like the Nio stock and the other stocks that we follow on this channel. Otherwise, without a waste of time, one of the main reasons why I think the Nio stock has been rising is the fact that, like I said, many big financial institutions are reiterating or increasing their price target on this stock. I mean, just today, guys, we just read some good news that another big financial institutions initiated a buy rating on the Nio stock, covering or making it or setting its price target to around 54 US dollars per stock. Now, this is something that is incredible. Now, these financial institutions that just initiated their coverage on the Nio stock, it's none other than Chinese securities. Now, this company or this financial institution just indicated that they believe that the price target for Nio is around 54 US dollars per stock. Now, this is something that is ought to motivate you as an investor or as a retail investor like myself, because it looks like more and more, like I said, financial institutions are coming in and are reiterating or increasing their price targets on the Nio stock, and which is something that you should not take very lightly, because some of these big financial institutions, you remember that they are able to have some close meeting with Nio, and you'll find that there's something that they know that as the retail investors don't know, which is something, or which is why I'm telling you that don't take these price reiterations that we are seeing on the Nio stock by big financial institutions lightly, because they might know something that we don't know. Because you remember that a big financial institution like Morgan Stanley is the one that actually made us to know that Nio for the year 2022 plans to produce 600 vehicles, which is something that is incredible. Now, had it not been Morgan Stanley meeting or having a meeting with Nio on their was it IAA meeting, we were not going to know such stories. So this is why I'm telling you that it is possible that you might find that some of these big financial institutions raising their price targets might mean that there's something that they know that we do not know. Otherwise, one of the reasons why these Chinese securities gave Nio a 54 US dollars price target is that they think, or they anticipate, that Nio will generate a total of around 34.5 billion yen for this year 2021, and they also believe that for the year 2022 Nio will generate around 56.8 billion yen, which is something that is incredible, because they also expect Nio to report a total loss for this year of around 4.7 billion yen, whilst on 2022 they expect Nio to report a loss of around 807 million yen. And you'll remember that, guys, if you go and do your conversions, you'll see that 807 million yen, it's not a bad loss. I think around this time this stock, or this Nio stock, will be very close from becoming profitable. This is what they believe, and which is why they gave it a price target of around 54 US dollars. Now this is something that, as a retail investor, it ought to motivate you, or it ought to motivate you to consider having this stock in your portfolio, because it is just set to do very well. I mean, this is a company that is really making a name for themselves, not just in China, but I think in the whole world. Everyone talks about Nio because of their technology, of how they are making their business to flourish, which is something that is incredible and has to motivate you. Otherwise, another latest developments which I definitely think that I should bring to your attention is that Nio will be turning their second generation substations into mini solar plants, which is something that is incredible. Now, when I read this news, I was very excited, because you remember that China currently, I think they indicated that they might be having issues with electricity going forward and things like that. Now, I remember after that article, so many of the investors were panicking to say that what's going to happen to the EV industry, because it requires a lot of electricity. Now, well, to the Nio investors, or to the Nio holders, I think now with this initiative, I think it should not be a problem. I mean, this company that just partnered with Nio on this project of installing solar panels on top of the Nio battery substations is something that is incredible, and will be able to mitigate that problem of people thinking that the problem with the electricity issue that might be coming in China might affect also the EV cars, which is something that to know that Nio is planning this, or just signed a partnership with a solar company, it's something that is incredible, because then, like I said, it's something that really will have to bring or make you comfortable when you're investing into the Nio stock, because you know that they will always have the backup in terms of the solar panels. Otherwise, you will remember that it was indicated that the power output that ought to come from each battery swap will be around 100 kilowatts. And to know that Nio, by the end of 2025, they plan to install 4,000 battery substations, of which 3,000 of those will be in China. This will mean that Nio will be able to produce from their 3,000 battery substations by 2025 around 300 megawatts, which is incredible, as it can be able to power over 300,000 houses, which is incredible and has to motivate you. Now, this will make Nio power substations to be very, very valuable, because now there won't be just battery substations, but they will also be power suppliers to the local people close to these battery substations, which is something that is incredible, and will also make Nio to generate, or to start generating, another income stream from this power generation. So otherwise, this ought to make you to be comfortable when you're investing on the Nio stock. I mean, Nio, it's a company that without any doubt it will do very well in the near future. Nio is a company that surrounds itself with some strong fundamentals, which is why I definitely think that you ought to consider looking into this company. But like I always say, please, before you invest into a company, or even Nio for that matter, I think go out there, do your own due diligence, and check if you could add this company to your portfolio, or if you can add more holdings onto this company. But as for me, I definitely think that 3-5 years down the line, so many people would be regretting of the opportunity they missed by not buying Nio at the current trading levels. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss this latest good content about the Nio stock and other stocks that we follow on this channel. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.